Hello and welcome back to my channel, everyone. Thank you for being here. We are going to be creating this. If you remember, it's not going to look exactly like this because I don't have the papers, but this will be a giveaway at the end because this was going to be a giveaway when we did this online, but that's when my camera did its thing, and so that didn't happen. So we are going to give that away, but this is the replacement that I created. This is what we are going to be making. So this is the same thing. The measurements are all the same. Papers are different, and it doesn't have a ribbon, doesn't have a belly band, but you can use it just like this in a journal. Put it in a pocket, attach it to a page. You literally could attach it like this and have this on the other side of the page. So in other words, you could put it like this. When you turn the page, you've got this pocket here. This has so many possibilities. I've just been playing with this all weekend and doing all sorts of things with it because it's just really cool. So this is what we're going to do today. So, yeah, it's kind of why I have my mess. We're going to start with the back pocket because when I first did this, I did this so that this would be glued down on your book page. Now, you could create these so that this goes this way. And this could be a belly band right here with this flipping over it. This could be a belly band. This could be a pocket. So if you glued this down this way, you'd have another pocket here, plus you'd still have this pocket, and you still would have all this. So the possibilities, guys, for this idea are just endless, endless, endless. So let's get started. We are going to start with the long, the very first one. And this then measures, this first one here measures, and of course, where is it? 6 by 7. So you're going 6 inches high. I don't know if you can see that, but you're 6 inches high, and you're also upside down by 7 inches, and we're still upside down, but we 7 or we 7 1/4? 7, we are 7 inches, okay? And then you are going to take this to your scoreboard, and you are going to score this at 2 and at 5. And then I took a divot out. You're not going to score the bottom. You don't need to score the bottom because this is your base card. So then we're going to go ahead and we're going to glue this. But we are not going to, let's see what side, we're going to glue it like this. We are not going to glue this shut at the bottom. If you glue this shut, then you have nothing to attach your tabs to, nothing to build on this. So you're only going to put, you're going to distress it if you want, but you're going to create open-ended pocket. And that's what we have here, open-ended, an open-ended pocket. So this is your very first, this is what you would attach to your page if you were going to create it that way, if you didn't want this to be loose in a journal. Also, you could create this so that this is also a pocket. So that's up to you. Next one is the larger one, and it measures 5 1/2 high. I made it smaller because I want them layered. You don't have to. 5 1/2. The half is going to be a score line, okay? By 11. This here, this is, did I not cut this? Maybe I didn't cut this. It should be 11. It looks like I left this at 12. It isn't going to matter. I'm just going to have more paper on the back, but my original was 5.5 by 11 because you don't need to waste all that paper. Then you're going to score it at 3 and you're going to score it at 8. It's going to give you a 5-inch pocket, and you're going to score the bottom at 1/2 inch. Then what we're going to do is we are going to cut this off, and I am going to cut above the score line, and then I am going to angle, and I'm going to do that on both the ends but not the center. So you're going to cut off your ends, and you're going to understand why in just a second, because you need that. You need a flap to be able to insert into this one, your first one. So then we're going to fold this up, and we know, let's see, I'm going to glue this that way. You can see I took the divot, and the reason why I come up above the score line is when you fold this up, you don't want a bunch of bulk, and you don't want this below. You don't want these two flaps below the score line. It's going to create trouble. The thicker this is with the cardstock, the harder it is, because it ends up wanting a bit of a spine, and we don't want a spine. Obviously, this is going to go into this, and as you can see, it won't. So we need to shrink this tab down here so that it will go inside of this. This is where we have to figure out where we're going to put this. In other words, maybe you want it like that. Maybe you want it right in the center. Maybe you want it a little bit off to the side like that. That's your choice. So when you decide how you want this is how we're going to decide where to make our notch to be able to fit that up inside of here. And I'm going to put it in the center. So I'm going to take my pencil, and I am going to make 2 marks, and then I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to cut this like this and angle this up, taking that off. And it's possible that I will have to come back and I will have to readjust it again, depending upon how it fits. Not a problem. You just need to have this little tab to be able to put inside your first pocket so that it has something to hold on to. So what we're going to do is this is the front of the first one. This is the front of the second one. And as you can see, it fits. And there we go. We look good. But I also can see that I can cut a little bit of this off. So let's do that. We don't need all of this here showing. So we've got our tab that's going to fit up inside of our first little pocket. So now you decide how this is going to go here, and we are going to close this off. So we are going to put glue at the bottom here because we want this to be a pocket. So we're going to put some glue down this edge, and then we are going to put glue on the bottom here and up the side, and that's going to create our pocket. And once again, we have an open-ended pocket. The top is open, and at this point, this right here is open. Well, no, it isn't. It's not open. Okay, so we've got our pocket, we've got our tab, and because I didn't do any distressing at the bottom because I knew I was going to have to adjust my tab. So what we're going to do now is, here is the front. You're going to glue only the back of the second pocket to the front of the first pocket. So it's going to be like this, and you open it this way. If you put glue on this other side, then you have glued this shut. Now, if you only want 2 pockets, that's what you're going to do. You're going to glue it shut because you don't need it anymore. But we need it because we're going to add another pocket. So the back of the second pocket gets glued to the front of the first. So we're going to just slip that in there. Make sure this closes. You'll see what I mean. See, this is still open. So if this was all you wanted, you would want to glue the back of that tab so that this closes and this becomes then a pocket, nothing can fall through. But because we want to add a third, we need to have some place to put that tab. So then we've got this third piece here, and this should measure a 4 by 7, 4 inches high, and it doesn't. So see, once again, I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, it does. It measures 4.5 because we have that score line. So the pocket itself will measure 4 inches, but we need a 4.5. And let me put that on my, it's a 4.5 by 7. 4.5 by 7 inches. And then you are going to score this at 2 and 5 1/4. And then you're going to turn it and you're going to score it 1/2 inch. So 2, 5 1/4, turn it and score it at 1/2 inch. And then you're going to have I'm pretty sure this is a 3-inch pocket, 3 1/4 inch pocket. So we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to come over here and we are going to cut just a little bit above your 1/2 inch score line, and we're going to angle it. And then we're going to do the same thing for the other side. And we're going to angle it, and then we're going to see if this will fit inside the first one. See if we have to make adjustments. So, see if our little tab will go in here. And it doesn't. See that? We need to take a little bit more off. So I'm going to take a little bit off of both ends. And now we should fit. No problem. So let's see how we do. Yep, we go right in there, and that's how we're going to look, just like that. So let's create our pocket, but first, let's go ahead and just stress this just a little bit. Because I've used 3 pieces of cardstock, I am pretty thick. So we're going to glue this side down like that. We're going to run glue down the side there. We're going to run it at the bottom and up so that we create our pocket. Just like that. And now, because I am not going to add a fourth pocket, now we are going to glue both sides of this tab, front and back, and that will close off that last pocket. So we want glue on both sides. If you were going to put a fourth, then you would do the same thing you did with the second one. And back to front. Let's see. Here we go. So we're going to go right in there, just like that. Fold this over. And I didn't mention it, but it would work the same thing for this one. If you wanted this over to the side, then when you would put your tabs and you would measure accordingly. But this right here is what we wanted. And there you've got it. Look at that, guys. Look at that. And because of the thickness, you can see this almost wants a bit of a spine. So if this bothers you, get some washi tape and you can take care of that. Easy, easy. So now I went ahead and I created tags just to save some time. The very first tag measures this one for this pocket, for those of you that want to do it exactly. This little tag measures 4.5 by 2.5. I'm going to put an eyelet in it. That's just going to go in like that. The larger one, we're going to go ahead and put some twine. And I'll give you the measurements for this one. This is going to be a giveaway as well. Just so fun. Okay, this one measures 5 by 4 3/4. It goes right in there like that. And then the very first one, and we have yet to put our tabs on because I did punch some tabs. And I already went and put tabs on this one. This is 6, and I did round all 4 corners. This is 6 by 2 3/4. So that is how this is going to go. Now, you could put a belly band on this. You could put a ribbon closure on this. You don't have to have anything on this. But if you're going to decorate these pages, which, I mean, the possibilities for this, like I've said, they're just endless. You just be really careful that you don't add so much that you have all this bulk. Because you're going to defeat the purpose unless you're going to put it like on the front of a journal. This would be really cute on the front of a journal, like on the cover, and then you wouldn't have to worry so much about that. But let's go ahead. As you can see on this one, I went ahead and I put a tab. So let's go ahead, put a tab on this. And I am going to be giving both of these away. So this is kind of a giveaway day. Just fun. Really, really a fun project. And we're going to make another one. Let me check the time. I've got a small one that I created, and I'd like to, I'll share that, and I've got it all ready to go. It's been all cut. So I thought we might do a little one, and then I'll give that away as well. But I'm going to keep the one that I made because I really love it. I think because it's small. you know, little things. You can't help but love the little things. So there we go, guys. I mean, how fun is this? But I want to tell you true, I was thinking, how fun would it be to have long ones that opened out like that, and then you could have like writing space. If you had, let's say, 3 of the same, and then you had book pages, or a book page on there that you could write on that you wouldn't see when it's closed. I mean, it goes on and on and on. But there are these 2. We're going to give these 2 away. And then I made this morning this little one. How cute is this? Look at that. And I thought, just by itself, just insert it into a tuck or a pocket. But I also thought, how cute would this be if this was at the edge of a book page and this itself was a little pocket? How cute is that? Look at that. I'm just in love with this whole idea. So we're going to create this. And I should have everything together. Keep your fingers crossed that I've got it all. This one was mine. I created a second one right here. I'm going to be giving this one away, and we are going to make one like that. So the process is the same. We are going to start with the very first one that is not scored at the bottom, and that is this one here. We are starting with this. And this measures, I think it's a 3 by 3 3/8. Let's see. It's 3 and, no it isn't. This is, just gonna have to measure them all on camera. Yes, this is a 3 inches high by 3 3/8 wide. And then this is scored at 1 and 2.5. And then we're gonna fold it. We're gonna take a divot out of this. We probably should. Let's take a little divot out of this. The cardstock is so heavy that I've found I have to do it this way, or it's just not going to do it for me. I'm gonna end up breaking and this is the problem that I had this morning. I'm going to end up breaking my little punch because it just doesn't want to do it. Let's see if I can take just a little bit more. I've already broken one punch doing this. So, there we go, and I did not distress this, so I'm just going to really lightly, just quickly, because it really doesn't matter. Okay, so then we're going to, let's see, which way do we want to go? I kind of like that, so let's go ahead and put a bead of glue right down here. Remember, we're going to keep it open-ended. So we've got that. Did I do that right? No, I didn't. We want glue on this side and glue on this side. Just like that. Okay. So we have got our open-ended pocket. Then our second pocket, I made it wider, and this measures 4 by 3, and I'm pretty sure this is 3 inches high, and we want it 4 inches long, And then we want to score it 1/2 inch at the bottom. Then we're going to turn it upright and score it at 1 1/4 and 3 1/8. And then we're going to go ahead and do the same thing with this. We are going to cut just above the score line and in, and the same on the other flap to the fold and in. And I know because this is, and that's totally wrong because I did I pull that down? Yes, do you see how I did not make that centered? So I know I've not messed it up. We can play with this. So let's close this, and this is supposed to go down towards the bottom like this. I just wanted it to be a little bit off angle. So let's do this. Okay. Yeah, I did not want them to all be straight and even. I wanted this to be a little bit off. So where do I want to put this? Do I want this? I think I want this down here like that. So it's staggered. So then what you're going to do is turn it over. And with a marker, a pencil, you can see you have to cut that off right here. So we need to angle this in, cut this off like that. Let's get rid of this. And then we're going to make sure that this will fold. Be where we want it to be. There we go. See how that works? Just like that. So let's go ahead and let's glue this. So we want a little bit of glue here. This is going to be the inside fold. So then we're going to put a little bit of glue down here. A little bit of glue on this fold. And up that side to create our pocket, just like that. And as you can see, I didn't distress these, so just really quickly. Whoever gets this, if you want it more distressed, you can distress it. Not an issue. I just don't want all this white when it's in there to show, be so bright. So we are going to go, we're going to glue wrong side to the front side, just like that. Okay, because we don't want to glue the other side because we have another pocket. See what I mean when you see the white? Okay, so we've got that. And then you can see on this one, see how I've staggered it? On this one, I have this one above. So we are going to put this one above. This one here. These are the tags. So this one, you've got a 1/2 inch at the bottom that's scored. We are 3 inches high, and we are 3 1/4 inches long, and we are scored at 1 and 1 1/2. 1 and 1 1/2. That's wrong. 1 and 2 1/2. Excuse me. We're scored at 1 and we're scored at 2 1/2. We're turned and we're scored at a 1/2 inch at the bottom. So 1, 2 1/2, and a 1/2 inch at the bottom. I want to decide how we want this to go, and it doesn't look like it matters, so we'll just have it go this way. And then we're going to take a divot out of the top. Just like that. And we are going to open it up, and we are going to cut just above to the fold and in. So we're going to make our little tab to go inside our first pocket, just like that. Let's see, where is my... Okay, so let's make sure that we are going to fit. And what did I do? I came all the way up to the top. And did I go above it? Yes, I did. I went above it. Okay, so that's how it would be if we kept it that way. I went above it, so I came up. I guess I wanted it to be like that. So if you see where you want it to go, then you turn it over and you can see what's not going to fit inside of this number 1 pocket, and you're going to mark it just like that, and that has to be cut off. We do not need this, so we're going to cut this off like that, and then we are going to create our pocket. And I want this to fold in first, so I need a bead of glue down here like that. And then we're going to close this off, and we need this to fold over to form our pocket like this, just like that. And then because this is the last pocket going in, we want to close this pocket off. And so we will be putting glue on both sides of that tab. And we're going to fit just like that. So glue on this side, glue on this side, and in we go. Just like that. Just like that, guys. And then we have these flippy, floaty pockets. And so then I had these pieces here to use as tags. So just go around really quick. We have some map scrapbook paper. That was going into this first one. Let's see. We may have to cut this off a little bit. We've got all the tabs in here. Remember, all the tabs are in here. So think I like that end best. Let's cut this off a little bit. And of course, I can't cut straight. See if this fits better. And it does. And then we have this one here that's got this piece of cardstock, and that fits in there like that. Let's go ahead and just really quickly go around the edges. Just like that. That will go in there. And then we've got this pink one here. That's a little bit long. So we'll cut that off. And we'll burnish it a little bit. Put this in like this. And look at that. Look how cute that is. It's just cute. Just cute, cute. And then you could add lace to this. This would be ever so cute with a little piece of lace at the bottom. Let's see, what do I have? You know, if it wasn't going in the mail, I just could really decorate these up so nicely. But let's go ahead and put eyelets in these. I really don't think I'll have any trouble with these tiny, tiny eyelets in the mail. So let's go ahead and pull out. Well, there's one eyelet. There's an eyelet. Let's get one of these. There's an eyelet. Okay. So on the pink one here, let's go ahead and do this one here. And then, you know, you could always decorate this tag. You could stamp on it. You could put some flowers on it. You could do all sorts of stuff with that. Let's put the black eyelet on this one. Put a hole in there. I think it's a brass eyelet. Hopefully everybody's doing really, really well and you're not freezing. We're supposed to be 83 next week. I know Texas has already hit the 80s, which is just amazing. Then we want an eyelet on this. And then we need to put some string or threads or something cool. Okay, sorry for my reach. Let's go ahead and see what we've got in the way of stuff. So, what do we have? This is pretty cool stuff. Let's put this let's use this in here. If I can get it both through. That's the challenge. Get this through. Yay, yay, we did it. Okay. So this was in here. That's pretty cute. And then, let's see if I can get this in the pink one. This is pretty cute. I may not be able to get both of them through. I think I did. Yes, I did. Okay. So that's pretty cute. And for this one, let's use maybe I used some of this on mine. This is cool stuff. So let's use, it's kind of, I think it's mohair. It's kind of neat. And we'll just tie a knot and get this through here. And we'll tie a knot. Okay, I want to say, if you win anything from me, please go into my Etsy shop. Even if you've had to give me your address multiple times, please go into my Etsy shop and leave it, because I just, it's too hard for me to keep track. And I feel like if I'm putting these things in the mail, and I'm paying the postage, and I'm using everything I need to use to get them in the mail. So please do that for me. Just go in and take the minute it takes to go in and leave me your address, because I thought I could just write everybody's address down, but I can't find everybody's address. And so I would rather create things to give away to you than have to worry about keeping track of addresses. So guys, please, please be angels and do that for me. I would really, really appreciate it. It just makes my life easier when I can go and open that up and see that it's in there. So let's go ahead and let's give away these two little ones first. Let's do this. I'm so excited. I just love to do this. Okay, so this one here is gonna go to, how about Beverly Nielsen? Beverly, this little cutie patootie is yours if you want it. I know I probably have your address, but be a sweetheart and just go in and give it to me. And then this one, I see I did put just a little bit of trim on that, so let's put some trim on this one as well, on that little paper clip, and make this look pretty. Pretty. I'm hoping that you will like these. I can show you what remember I said I was going to use the elegant paper and make journals. I think I've got 4 that I'm working on. So I'll show you these this style. I'll show you what I did. Okay, how about we give this other little one to Sandra Kenny. Sandra Kenny, if you are watching, you have until I think next Monday. You've got a week, so that works. If I don't hear from you, I am going to go ahead and draw new names for these. Then we've got these to give away. And just really quick, let me show you. This is one of the journals I'm creating. Nothing is sewn in yet. But look at how cute that is. This is 3, and I'm going to decorate the outside of these. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And I put them together with this ribbon. So that's how they look in a journal. And I just think that that is just as pretty as can be. So, yeah, you might want to try these out because they are fun. I'm addicted to them. So, okay, one of these, the one that we did today, let's go ahead and give this away. And let's give this to, how about paper and lace and some? Paper and lace and some. Please get in touch with me and let me. My shop is in the. It's always in the description box. So just go into messages. It's easy, easy, easy. You can go in if you don't shop on Etsy. If you're not an Etsy person, you can go in as a guest. So. Okay, Misty Cotton Game, this is yours. This one here, so let me know. I know I have your address. It just saves me having to go and track everything down. Then we've got this one here. And then we've got the lace, so don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Okay, Sherry Vanderpool. Sherry, this is yours. And then we've got these lace tags, and I need to say something about these lace tags before I give them away. Okay, this one, I'm going to take the button off of this, and I'm going to replace it with a couple seed beads. So when you get this, it's not going to look like this, and it's possible that I will take this off and let it float in the envelope. And it's possible that I will take this off and let it float in the envelope because then it doesn't have that bulk and I can't get into trouble. So, all right, this one, this white one, how about Bonnie Neville's? Okay, and I think Bonnie might be up in Canada, and so yeah, they can be a stickler. So it's going to be missing that button for sure, and these may be loose. But yeah, the tag, even without that, is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This one, it's going to go like this because this is all sewn in. I think that it's going to be okay. So how about Night Angel 0515. Now this is one I'm always looking for. It's hard for me to track down when I go into my messages. I have to go through a lot of names because I don't know who this goes to. So Night Angel, please, please, and I'm really sorry because you're so good about that, but I need for you to just say, yeah, that's me and here's my address. I know I had somebody that won once, and she was upset that she had to send me her address, and I'm like, if you don't want the win, don't send me your address and it will be given to somebody the following week. That's fine. I don't mind. Not everybody wants what I'm giving away. So, but don't be upset with me because look at how many things I'm giving away. It's just too hard for me to keep track, guys. I'm trying to be, patient and kind and nice, and I just need the address, so I'm sorry. Okay, Cheryl with a C and a dash and an R. So Cheryl, you have until Monday. If you'll get in touch with me, that will be great. Cheryl, C with a dash and an R. Okay, this is one I don't think I'm going to have to take anything off of here. I know this is bulky. This may give me trouble, but this is on there and it's not coming off. So hopefully this will get somebody that's in the U.S. and it won't be as hard. Sherry Liberto. Oh, yay, Sherry. This is right up your alley, these colors, I think. So Sherry, this is yours. And I know you're in the States. And then I've got this one here, and I may take this off and float this in the envelope. So this is the last one. So, oh, that just jumped right out. So let's just take it. Cindy Poole. Okay, guys, I need to hear from everybody by Monday. And I haven't gotten the last couple weeks worth of index cards in the mail either. I apologize for that. This is Gail's. I've heard from Gail. I need to hear from Crafts by Diane. I know that Crafts by Diane, I know I have your address somewhere, but if you can just contact me, I would really, really appreciate that. And guys, thank you. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for understanding with the addresses. I would rather be sitting here creating all of this fun stuff for you than having to spend time on the computer looking for, you know, where all of you wonderful people are. You'll make my life just easier if you do that. So I hope that you really enjoyed what we shared today. I hope that you think this craft is worth giving it a try. It is so much fun. So let me know, let me know in the comments what you think, and I will catch you for the Marguerite Miller collage planner. Bye guys, take care.